Yo, everybody. Sorry about that very long intro. I just saw something and had to take care of it, and I couldn't do it. So I think I might have missed an opportunity, but we got to go live. No big deal. So sorry for the wait, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. How is it going? Welcome. I am your host, as always, Killjoy Jake, and we're chilling today. How's Hannah? Hannah's here. What's up? What's your favorite scary movie? I love it. Love the quote. 5-star Tributes is here. Heck yeah. We got to be careful with the swearing now on YouTube. Jason is here saying, hey, everyone. I appreciate your earlier video today about the new Scream 6 poster. Thank you so much. Even though I am on the stew train, but I feel the bigger opportunity here is to forge new territory. I agree with you, Jason. I saw what you were saying on the Lethal Collective. 100% agree. Like, yes, I think the whole idea that this franchise doesn't bring back any previous killers and kind of does its own thing every single movie, that is what is so special about Scream, and that's what I love so much about it. I just feel like bringing back a past killer kind of ruins that element to it. You're making Stu into a Jason Voorhees here, and that just kind of goes against what this whole franchise is about. So I really hope, I don't know, I'm not, as you guys probably know, I'm not really on the Stu train anymore, but regardless, keep theorizing. Keep the theories coming. I love them. I love reading them. I dig it. So just one more thing too, but I want to say hello to a bunch of other wonderful people in the chat that I'm already seeing. We are doing Scream Mondays now from now on. So like every single Monday is going to be a Scream stream, and instead of just doing a bunch of Scream stuff throughout the week, I want to focus on like other stuff throughout like the weeks. Like people really liked the bracket stream we did last December, kind of talking about like ranking 16 horror movies from last year. I want to do more stuff like that. I want to do more stuff about just this and that or whatever, instead of just the same old every single week or whatever. So I want to make this much more closer to the horror channel I was imagining before, at least with the streams. So, but of course, you know, this is always going to be a Scream centered page, but just so you guys know, Scream Mondays will be a thing from now on. We'll be doing it once a week right here every single week. It'll be crazy. So it's going to be fun. What's up, Tori? How's it going? Welcome. Can't wait for this. Yeah. We're going to talk about some fun stuff on this stream if I have everything ready to go. Maybe. I'm all flustered now after everything. I gotta get those. I want to talk about those posters again because oh boy, we got some fun stuff to talk about there and dissect, because there's a lot going on in those new posters. If it's the Subway one or the Christmas one, which both I think are just jam-packed with a bunch of little Easter eggs about this new upcoming movie. Excuse me. Oh, these theories are gonna be fire. Hell yeah, movie fam 1, 2, 3. I can say at this point I can say hell. Screw it. I want to say something else, but I can't. Russell's here too. What's up? How's it going? What's up, Russell? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Mia's Maiden is here. What's good? What's up? No Walk 420. Loving the 420. What's up, No Walk? How's it going? We got Salad Fingers in the chat, or Cole, saying I already knew that there was going to be a Megan sequel. Oh, did that get announced? Oh, man. Did that already get announced? That's wild. I'm kind of excited for Megan. I'm gonna be honest. I've been like on the fence about it for a bit now, but I'm kind of excited. New clip just got released today. I'll be talking about it in the video tomorrow. Megan just rips a kid's ear off like it's like fucking Reservoir Dogs. And I don't know, man, that has me excited. I know this is PG-13 and all that. This interview came out today, which trust me, we're gonna talk about all that in the video tomorrow. I have some mixed feelings about it, but I think it's still going to be good. So I don't know. I'm staying open-minded until I see it, and hopefully I can see it tomorrow or on Wednesday. Ethan White is here. Thanks for being a channel member. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member. Is that a creature from the Black Lagoon, like mask there, or am I just crazy, Ethan? I don't know, but I like it. Saying I miss this theme song so much. They're gonna get you, Barbara, or whatever. I can't remember what was part of it. It's been so long, but thank you. I like playing the theme every now and then. It's fun. It's fun stuff. Love it. Horror Man 77's here. Hello. Welcome. Love Megan. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. Super pumped. It's gonna be fun. Radley's vlog saying howdy hey. What's up? How's it going? I just bought tickets for Megan, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's early screeners available, so screw it. Maybe I'll see it on Wednesday. Justin Credible is here too. A Killjoy cult member saying, I love seeing my name in the credits. Heck yeah, Justin. Thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate it. How could I couldn't do this without you, man, so I appreciate it. Y'all are the best. Living for Miles and saying, oh my God, it's Jake's face. I know, it's scary looking. I got a scary face, apparently. In Shane Media, what's up, man? How's it going? Woot. Love it. Love it. Screams. I'm so pumped for Scream 6. We're going to start talking about it. I just love saying hi to people. I love it. I love being social. Hey, Jake, you seeing Megan this Friday? I am going to see it as soon as I possibly can, Austin, and your boy will have a review. Words are hard. Your boy will have a review out this Friday. So Friday morning, I'll have a review. And then Friday night, I'm doing a little live stream with a couple of buddies. And we're all going to talk about Megan. Like, I have a bunch of friends who are excited for it. Really excited to talk about it with them. Smokey saying Stu is dead. Move on, people. Damn. Damn, Smokey. I love it. I love it. Gerald is saying, what's up, Jake? Do you think Kirby is considered a legacy character like the OG3, or is she just a returning character? Like, she's definitely she's an that's tough to say, because I feel like the main three, like your Dewey, your Gale, your Sydney, like those are like the main characters of Scream. Kirby's a newer player, you know what I mean? So she's not, I don't think she's as iconic as these other characters, but definitely a fan favorite, definitely one of my more favorite characters. That's tough to say. I don't know. I mean, I guess Gerald, let's see one more movie with her, and then I'll my opinion will definitely change 100%. I like Kirby, you know what I mean, for sure, but I'm excited. I'm cautiously excited to see what they do with her character here in 6, because you know, it might not be good. I don't know how they're going to write it, but we'll have to see if all this FBI agent rumor stuff is true. I hope it works. I hope it works with the character. I can see it working, but once again, execution is everything. So and speaking of which, I just love like the arcs of a lot of those 3 characters we're talking about. Like Gail's arc especially, I think is written very well. How she goes from being kind of like this bitchy news reporter, like kind of just doing her own thing, and then now she's this much nicer person. She has grown as a human being. Dewey really rubbed off on her, and now she's running her morning show and all that. So there's so much to chew there with those characters. It's hard to compare them, I guess, is my big argument there. So let me see one more movie, and then we'll talk. You know, on March, let's have this conversation again on the 10th of March. John Smith is saying, saw Red Right Hand earlier, loved it. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ghostface's favorite is saying, another thing about Stu being alive is it's so out of his character. I just can't see him as a mastermind. I agree. Like, maybe if it was Billy, you know, maybe if we're talking about Billy, okay, maybe, but I just don't see Stu coming up with this master villainous plan. That's just not, I don't know. That's just not in character, in my opinion. I love him. Great character. Stu's incredible. Like, fuck. I love Stu, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't work for me to bring him back. Uncle Howdy is saying, hello, Jake. You are awesome. You're awesome, Uncle Howdy. You're even more awesome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Movie fan saying, love the Subway poster. I do too, man. I am so pumped for all the Subway sequences and all that. Like, this looks sick, man. This and this, both Subway themed. I don't know. You're probably talking about this one because it just came out. But regardless, I like both of them a lot. And how about that mask, too? How nasty is that mask looking? Ooh, it's nasty. I love it. Sarah's talking to Carrie. What's up, Carrie? How's it going? Sarah, did you come in at the same time as me? Oh, my God. Look at that. They're showing up at the same time. I love it. Welcome, Sarah and Carrie. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. All right, I got to do some catching up. Holy crap, I'm behind. Ethan, oh my God. Yes, I have watched Zombie 3. Dude, you think the theme for the first one is good? Wait till you hear that one. The music's good in Zombie 3. It doesn't compare to Zombie 2 in my opinion, but very interesting watch. I don't know. I didn't love it personally, but I do agree. I like the music. I did really like the music in that one. Zombie 3 is a weird movie, man. They love the color green is what I remember from that movie. They love it. They love the color green so much. Crazy, man. Crazy. Omni's here too. Omni, thank you so much for being a Killjoy cult member. We appreciate that. Thank you. And Sarah and Carrie. I forgot to say it earlier. I'm so sorry. Jeez. How rude of old Jake to forget about all that. Jaden is saying, are you buying the aged Scream 6 Ghostface mask this fall from Fun World? Ooh, of course they're gonna release that. I mean, that's sick though. I would love to have one of those for the background or something. I got the Scary Movie mask up now. But I got a bunch of Scream masks from Red Right Hand. So I don't know. I might get it. It's pretty sick, man. Tell you what. I love it. I mean, like, just look at this thing. I've seen a few people say that it's like inaccurate, like the mask wouldn't age like that. But like, here's my thing about that though. Wouldn't the mask like just turn yellow? like wouldn't it just turn yellow and like gross? I don't know, man. I just wouldn't like. I wouldn't want a yellow Ghostface mask, like the piss mask is what I would call that. This just ultimately looks so much cooler to me, and by this I mean this. Bam, this. There. Okay, there. See. It was cool when I did it the second time. Not really, but Sarah's throwing some $2 Canadian in there. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. Saying I need to see who else is on your shirt. Oh, hell yeah. So I got this from Halloween Horror Nights this past October. Got a bunch of gross little creatures on there and stuff. And we also got Mr. Michael right covering my nipple. He's stabbing my nipple right now. We got the grabber here. We got the guy from Freaky, Vince Vaughn or Catherine Newton, depending on who's possessing that body. So, some good stuff. I love this shirt. That's like my favorite. I totally forgot about this shirt and I found it the other day. So I'm like, I gotta wear that for a video or a stream or something. Love it. Highly recommend Halloween Horror Nights, by the way. If you do nothing else horror-wise in a year, find a way to go to Universal Studios and do that. It is very fun. Very, very, very fun. Highly recommend. Sarah Campbell, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah. I'm gonna play you a little clip too. Let's play some clips. I like clips. Who doesn't like clips? Come on. Sarah, just for you, not the bees.
Oh no, not the bees! Not the bees!
CGI bees. My worst fear. My God. Love it, Sarah. Thank you so much again. Thank you. Hannah is saying, hello, Jake. Don't know if someone already said it, but imagine starting Scream 6 with the killer stealing the OG mask. Ooh, I think it would be awesome, but I think the opening kill will obviously be a kill. But listen, Hannah, we could do that too. That could be part of it. Like, what if like the museum or whatever the heck, wherever they got that from, it's probably not a museum. It's probably this musical thing. I think we can, I don't know. Can we cross out the museum theory at this point because of the musical thing we got in the one poster? Like, is that what that's from? You know what I mean? Let's talk about that for a second. So we got this poster all the way back on Christmas. What is going on with my mouse? There we go. Okay, I have to get a new mouse. Every time I stream, something weird happens with it. But right here, so right in the bottom right corner there, we have Wrongly Accused, the musical. And if you guys remember from like all the way back when they were filming this bad boy, we got a bunch of set pictures of like just a stage and like a bunch of Ghostface costumes like in this like glass container. I think a lot of us were speculating that maybe it was like a museum or something, but they filmed all of that in like an actual theater in Montreal. So makes me question, like, is this mask from like this musical that we're making that's possibly about Sam being accused as a killer or something? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I want to know where this mask is coming from because I feel like it's probably like Stu's old mask or something like that. Like, we're clearly having some kind of connection to past killers in this new movie with everything we know about it so far. So is this a past killer's mask? Is this something that they used for a musical? Is that why it looks weird and not necessarily exactly like how something would look that was aged? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of different avenues that they can take with this one. So I'm excited, man. I'm just really pumped for this movie. There's so much mystique around this one. I would argue that it's even more mysterious than Scream 5. Like, we have a lot going for this one. We're familiar with the characters, but plot-wise, I think we have no idea what we're in for. And that is so exciting. that is unbelievably exciting. John is saying, are you going to see Scream 6 when it comes out? Hell yes, John. I will be there opening night. For sure. And of course, your boy will be doing a review and all that fun stuff. So we got a lot of reviews coming this month, by the way. So another thing I wanted to announce is every Monday we're going to stream about Scream Stream. I mean, it rhymes, so I'm going to do it, of course. But every Friday, I'm also doing a review from now on. Every Friday morning, you're going to see a review of something. If it's a new movie or an old movie I like, I want to, like I said, I want to expand this page a little more. I want to make it a little more horror-y. Horror-y. Is that a word? I don't know. We're going to find out. Maybe if I keep using it, it'll become a word. Maybe, man. Maxwell is saying, as a native New Yorker, I'm so glad to see the Scream franchise repping my hometown. Nice, Max. Be careful when you leave, though, because Ghostface could be around any corner. Ooh, spooky. Love it, Maxwell. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. Gary is saying, do you think Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be back for Scream 6? Fingers crossed. Come on. No, Gary. No. Dear God, no. Oh, man. Oh, geez. How about them apples? Malik is saying, hey, Jake, do you think the stew train and the hype around Matt could have led to us seeing him in Five Nights at Freddy's? You know, that's actually a good point, Malik. I mean, that like something I've been thinking about around that is like, do you think like Matthew Lillard has done stuff in the past couple of years, but not as much as like the late 90s and early thousands. I mean, the guy was at his peak there, like without a doubt. He hasn't really done too much as of recent. Like, and that's why I'm kind of surprised he's in this Five Nights at Freddy's movie now. He hasn't really done anything like super big, you know, for a bit now. So like that's really exciting to me. Is he coming back into the forefront again? Is he going to be in a bunch of big movies? Could he actually make his return in a Scream movie? I mean, like obviously, you know, he played the metal Ghostface character in Scream 5, but you wouldn't have known that if you had just seen the movie. You know, that was something we kind of had to look up and find out afterwards. But I to see Stu come back in a movie, it's one of those things where I just don't think this is not the movie to do it, first of all. But like I've talked about this before, maybe it could happen in a new movie with Sydney. Sydney has to be there. Gail has to be there. You have to have the OG characters back. I don't think it'll work otherwise. And I don't know. I've yet to come across an idea where I'm like, I'm sold on Stu coming back. Like every angle I've seen it said is where it's like, oh yeah, it's always something centered around fan service. And like, that's not inherently bad. I'm not saying fan service is bad. Like I love Spider-Man No Way Home. I think it's a kick-ass movie. Probably the only Marvel movie that has impressed me in a very long time. But like, I don't know, man. I just don't think it would work here personally. I think it also takes away from some of the coolest elements of what Scream is, you know? Like, man, I love Matthew Lillard too. It's not like I have anything against him. I mean, the guy was easily a big staple in my childhood. I mean, he plays Shaggy, dude. Like the Scooby-Doo movies go very hard. They're kick-ass movies. So it's not like I have nothing against Matthew Lillard. If he shows up, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. But like, if I'm writing a new Scream script, I focus on new killers. That is one of the coolest elements of Scream, man. I want to see new killers every single time. I want to be looking around at the characters. Oh, is this person killing everybody? Why would they do it? What's their motive? Like, what does Sheila have against everybody? What is going on in Sheila's brain that she wants to kill all of her friends? That to me is just so much more fascinating than bringing back an old character, I guess. But I don't know. Hey, listen, man. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Stu is fucking awesome, though. I'll say that. Like Matthew Lillard's an icon, Carrie. I totally agree. He's an icon. He's awesome. I love him. Carrie is saying, Sarah, we need to pitch in and get Jake a new mouse. I need to get a new damn mouse. Mod bribery. Hashtag mod bribery. Love it. Also, can you ask Fate not to blackmail me? Yeah, yes. He will not blackmail you. Man. He's ruthless. Did you guys see me spit on the mic? Did you guys see that spit take? That was incredible. Man, I hope someone clips that. That was incredible. Gross. But yes, Carrie, I promise we won't blackmail you. I know you believe Stu is alive in your heart. So that's what matters. We won't blackmail you, Carrie. All the love. Thank you for the $5. And as you know, every $5, Carrie, gets another hat on this head. So if you want to see me lose my hair ever faster, there you go. Throw another $5 in there, and I'll probably lose another couple follicles. So there you go. If you want to see Jake bald, keep throwing another $5 in there. Carrie, thank you so much for the super chat, though. I really appreciate it. For you, my friend, I'll send you a copy.
I'll send you a copy.
I mean, I didn't want to punch you in the face, though. I just thought that would be funny. Love you, Carrie. All the love. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Little Scream super chat, you know, Scream clip for a Scream super chat. Why not? I like it. It's fun. Good stuff. C Beamer, which is just a funny name. I like that. Saying, what is your take on there possibly being a Ghostface cult? So I did a video about this last year, and I'm not against the Ghostface cult thing, but I think it's got to be done right. Like, I think it's got to be like really secretive. I don't want to know in the first act that it's going towards that. You know what I mean? Like I want little clues, little like things here and there where it's like, ooh, maybe there's more than 2 Ghostface killers, you know, like some hints at it, but then it's like, boom! Oh my God. It's like, holy crap, there's like 7 of them. What's going on? What is going on here? So I'm not against it. I think it can be done right. I just, it's one of those things where I don't want them to just do it to do it. Like it's my same stance that I have on Kirby. Like, are they bringing Kirby back just because fans love Kirby, or are they bringing her back because it's going to serve the plot? You know, you can make these things work while also doing these fan service elements. With Stu, it's a little more difficult in my opinion, but with Kirby, like, I feel like you can bring her back and she can serve the plot a little bit. She has always been kind of like not 100% confirmed to be dead. There's a lot you can still do with Kirby. I would argue that I feel like you can't really do with a past killer, like just any killer in general. If you're to bring back Jill, I have the same opinion about bringing her back that I would with Stu, essentially. So I don't know, man. It's one of those things where if they do it right, it could be fucking awesome. But if not, I don't know. I don't know, man. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. If they do end up doing that, though, this would be the movie to do it. You know, the teaser even said, like, you know, in a city of millions of people, there's someone out there getting stabbed crazy. That's not what the teaser says at all. But but something like that, I think, would be really cool, though, if it was executed correctly. And Chrissy's throwing another $5 in there. Thank you so much, Chrissy. I appreciate that a whole lot. So just for you, you're getting the Ghostface hat. There you go. Make my head sweatier and make me balder. That's the theme of the stream. The theme scream stream. I almost can't even hear my own music playing through this bad boy. Why am I even wearing the headphones? You know, I don't even know. I don't know, man. Welcome to the stream, everybody, too, if you're just popping in. Welcome. We're talking a little bit about Scream theories here and there, talking stuff, whole bunch of crazy shit. So welcome. Pitch your craziest Scream theory in the chat. Go ahead, go nuts. I don't know, man. Make it crazy. Make it something nuts. Night Owl is here, too, saying, I want the opening scene to be Kirby's flashback. I actually I love that idea. I don't know why we haven't utilized flashbacks more in this franchise. I think that would be, that opens a lot of doors to setting up stuff in a new movie. Like, I know something we were just talking about on the Lethal Collective is everything always connects back to something from the past in the Scream movies, if it's necessary or if it's not. And with this poster, especially, I mean, just it all connects to Sam Carpenter. You know we're going to be doing that here again in 6. That's going to happen at this point. So if we do a flashback all the way back to Kirby, like, still being alive for whatever reason, there you go. I mean, like, that's a great way to establish that. Show us something from that night where we didn't know that before, where it's like, oh, like, this happened too during the events of Scream 4, and that is now going to affect the events of Scream 6. That could be pretty interesting. I'm very interested in that. I think that could be crazy. So if they do end up doing something like that, I'm down. Once again, it's got to be something that furthers the plot now in Scream 6, though. But that's I'm not saying that's an impossibility. I think that could be really cool. So depending on how they do it, let's do it. Yurdy G is here, too. What's up, man? How's it going? Saying, what if there is a cult and Sam has secretly been running it because she wants revenge for the death of her dad? Logically, at least. See, that would be wild. I know a lot of people want Sam to be the killer. That's going to be tough to pull off, because if we're going to be following her the whole movie and she ends up being the killer, that's going to be wild. I'm like, it's one of those things where I don't want them to do that, but if they find a way to make me follow this character the whole time and I am rooting for her, and then somehow she ends up being the killer at the end, and you can pull the wool over my eyes and write it well, I'll be blown away. Like, honestly, that would shock me. That would really surprise me if they found some way to do that where I just genuinely wasn't guessing Sam. Like, if you make every other character kind of sus and then it's like, bam, oh no, actually, this whole movie you've been watching from Sam's perspective has been lying to you. She could be kind of like an unreliable narrator if we're following her the whole time too. It might be a little weird to just follow one character through a Scream movie, though. That's my only thing with that, but it could work. I think it could work, though. You'd have to really mess with the formula a bit to pull the wool over my eyes about that, but it's not impossible. Not impossible, Yurdy G. I like the way you're thinking, though. I like it. Keggy is here too, saying Scream 6 deals with cults, so I predict 6 killers for the 6th film. 6 killers! My God. Everyone's a killer. You're a killer. I'm like Oprah with a bunch of buck 120s. Yeah, you're a killer now. You're a killer now. Bam! Look under your seats. There's a Ghostface row. Bam! Look at that. I love it. I love it, man. I dig it. I'm so sorry I can't pronounce that name. But don't know if you've been asked this before, but how would you feel about Tara being the killer? Jenna once said that a past character she would like to play is Jill. Ooh. Jenna Ortega is the killer. Man, that would be a crazy twist. Like that would be bonkers. Because why? So why was she getting it? So I need a couple of things answered. What's her motive? Like what is Jenna's what is Tara's motive to start killing people? Is she's still kind of salty about the whole Sam thing? Like Sam ran out on me, left me in this bad situation at home. Now I want to kill my sister for that. Like what? Like where are we? How are we playing this angle with Tara? Because like I can get behind it if it's something plausible, but I need a little more than that. I also don't hate the idea of having a third killer in Scream 5 that never got revealed. Like, what if one of the members of the Core 4 was working with Richie and Amber, and then now gets revealed in this new movie somehow? And that could be your connection to the past. You know what I mean? You're expecting it to be something with like Stu or Billy, like how it usually is, but now this time, oh, a twist. It's all about that. I don't know. I don't hate that. I think that could be kind of fun. Doesn't necessarily have to be Tara. It could be like Chad or Mindy or something. Maybe even Sam. It wouldn't work with Sam, I don't think. Like, how would she be working with Richie? That doesn't play. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a cool angle though. I dig that. What else do we got here though? We got a lot of people in the chat tonight. Welcome everybody to the chat. Welcome to the Scream chat. If you're hearing this for like the second time, I'm sorry, but I just like saying hello to people. I'm a very social person. I like saying hello to everybody. Special Agent Ducky, my favorite screen name of the night so far, saying, I'm going to have a Scream marathon before I see 6 just to keep everything fresh, especially with 2 and 4. That with connect to 6. Oh, so if you watch 2 and 4, that's 6. Ooh, I dig that. 2 plus 4 equals 6. So I mean, the maths. It does math. It does math a lot, and I like that. Nice, Special Agent Ducky. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh man, my other favorite screen name is here too. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, love that name. I'm spitting all over the place tonight. What is wrong with me? Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Saying your fan film was lit. Thank you. Just got the Scream 1996 and 2022 4K bundle. Nice. Honestly, have Stu come back and be the killer in this new movie. That would be the best in my opinion. Hell yeah, Leonardo. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy that little 4K bundle too. Nice, man. Good stuff. I got 1 and 2 now. I don't have the steel. I wanted the steel book for 1, but it just never came, which is unfortunate. Sometimes Amazon likes to do that, but I have the 4Ks of those and 5, but man, I still have the DVD of 3 and 4, and man, I gotta upgrade it. I'm excited for them to release a 4K of those too. So nice, man. Enjoy. Thank you so much too, man. I really appreciate it. And for $5, my friend, you shall get the. Oh my God. Yes, the anime hats. There you go, Leonardo DiCaprio. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. These are no longer on my ears at this point. They're just kind of hanging out. They're keeping everything on when I become the xenomorph of beanies. Dude, thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Leonardo. Thank you. And so this is going to be my reaction when they don't let me into the theater for Scream 6. Let me in! That's just for you, man. Thank you again. Oh, all right. So what else do we got here? We got Alex in the chat. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Saying they could have the greater good motive, but the final piece was the rumor being spread about Sam. Commentary on how many people nowadays will often believe anything. I don't think you're too far off, Alex. With everything I'm reading about the movie and stuff and everything we're talking about, I don't think you're too far off, dude, with that motive. I kind of dig that. How people will believe anything they hear as long as enough people say it enough times. So I think that's actually pretty interesting, Alex. I don't hate that at all. Ooh. Has me excited. Are you spitting facts or just spitting? Oh, the burn. Carrie, I'm not the one blackmailing you. Go over to Fate's stream and poop on him. No, I'm kidding. I know, I'm spitting all over the place tonight. I don't know what's going on. I just like to spit, I guess. I don't know, man. Nicholas is saying, why has the Stu is still alive conspiracy continued to persist? Didn't Kevin Williamson just confirm Mocker's death? He did. But so the big argument against that I'm seeing, which technically he's right, but there's more things that he didn't mention, so that's why people are saying that he's lying, is he said that I think that all started when Matthew Lillard had a cameo during the party scene during Scream 2. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But there is more to it. Like y'all are right, y'all are correct, but I would argue that it started there, like with the Stu not being dead thing. I would argue it started there, but then there was more things that happened along the lines, like Kevin Williamson's pitch for Scream 3, for instance. But that happened afterwards. You know what I mean? Like that happened after Scream 2. That didn't happen during. So he is technically right. He left out a few things that, yes, have led people to believe that Stu is alive still. It's things that happened in Scream 5 too, even. But in that very quick and straightforward quote, I don't know, man. He summed it up. So in my opinion, I don't think they would bring him back, especially with Kevin Williamson saying that. And like, this isn't Marvel. This isn't the same way that they were marketing like No Way Home, for instance, where it was like you had Andrew Garfield. People were interviewing Andrew Garfield, asking him questions about this new movie. And sure, he was denying it, but man, I mean, go back and watch all those interviews. How about that interview with Tom Holland, where he's talking about how he wasn't on set the day that they filmed, I can't remember, Zendaya falling off of the Eiffel, I wanted to say the Eiffel Tower. I can't even believe I even said that. The Statue of Liberty. Wow. You boys just don't even listen to me. I'm just saying all the wrong shit tonight. But he literally says that. He's like, oh, I wasn't even there. And then he just does that. He like leans back and like his soul leaves his body because he's like, I almost just fucked up. I almost fucked up bad. Like that's you could see it on his face. There was so many little indicators that, oh yeah, there was more to this than meets the eye. You know, there was pictures even leaked. I mean, like there was so much to it. There's none of that with the Stu right now. Like literally the only thing we have, which is the only thing that we can make the argument of, is this poster with the little red dot, which I would argue isn't even that much to go off of. Like that could mean anything. That could mean it's a conspiracy theory that he's still alive, which we already know that that's something happening in this universe right now based off of that picture from Scream 5, which, where is that? Because I want to pull that up now. This little picture right here, right at the bottom there, where it says, what does it say? Did the real Stu Macher survive? So, like, we know there's conspiracy theorists out there kind of talking about Stu and all that. So I think that's all that refers to, is that people do believe he's alive. I don't think it confirms that he's alive yet, though. Yet. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying that it's probably not gonna. I'm saying it's probably gonna be a new character or new characters as the killers. Killer or killers this time around. Lots of hard little ways you got to word things with that one. But Bucko is throwing $5 in there again. Thank you so much, Buck. Appreciate that. Saying, what do you think of the Lakewood survivors from the Scream TV show making a small cameo in Scream 6 or 7? Do you think Angelina can come back since Kirby is back? So I don't know, man. I'm not against the Scream TV show characters coming into this, but like, I kind of like that that's its own story. I mean, like, I know they wanted to do like a real season 3 that continues it with the same characters. They should do that in a season of television, though. Maybe not so much the new movie. I'm not against them crossing worlds, though, because like, yeah, they could totally work. But I don't know. I think I would prefer like a third and final season of like with those characters instead of what they did with season 3. Which I'm trying to get into, but man, like Keke Palmer is so good. And everybody else, I'm just not into as much as characters. Like Keke Palmer, when she is on screen, when she's doing something, I'm like, yes, let's go. When she's not on screen, I lose interest in season 3, man. I don't know. She's incredible. She's incredible though. Seriously, everything I have seen Keke Palmer in, from Nope to that to, wasn't she like on the Disney Channel or something? I don't know. Like, I really don't know her whole body of work all that well, but everything I've seen her in, she is a massive standout every single time. So man, she's incredible. I can't wait to see more things she does in the future. Hopefully with Jordan Peele too. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed she's like a mainstay Jordan Peele actor now, kind of like how Daniel Kaluuya is or something. I don't know, man. That would be sick. But getting back to this, yeah, like the whole Angelina thing. Once again, not against that, but I feel like the studio might not be all into that. I feel like the studio might not be into bringing Angelina back Obviously, there's so many rumors that she was the killer. I'm sure Wes intended on her being the second killer the whole time, which would have been an awesome reveal. But, studios was like, not so hot about that then. And now bringing back a character from a sequel that is, I know a lot of people love Scream 3, but I think critically it's pretty much considered like the worst Scream film. Just from majority of reviews and all that, I don't think they would opt for that. I don't think they would be down for that. Even though as a fan, I would love to see that. I would be totally interested in seeing Angelina come back and she's still alive. She's been alive all these years or something. So I'm actually I'm not against. The Stu thing, that's a little different to me because we've mentioned him a few times. He's like the Billy and Stu are the main killers essentially from this whole franchise. I don't know. I don't know if it would work, but I'm not against the whole Angelina thing because like that's actually kind of interesting. I don't think they'll ever actually do it, but it's kind of fascinating because Wes wasn't allowed to do that because of the studio interference and all that. So that's kind of why I'm like, actually, that's kind of funny in a way. So Bucko, thanks for the $5. You get, since, we're talking Wes Craven movies tonight, bam, let's get a little Elm Street action going. Oh, I like it. I got to get some more beanies because this isn't really the most, exciting reveal anymore when I put those on. But yes, thank you, Buck. I appreciate that, man. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even give you a clip. We got to get you a clip, man. What clips do I got here? Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Welcome to Prime Time.
Prime time, bitch.
I mean, come on. Great kill. Love it. Love it. Ooh. Oh, man. All right. Well, Vince is here, too. What's up, Vince? Saying, who's your favorite killer from Scream? And if one of the killers from the past were to come back, who do you think it would be? So, honestly, like, Stu is my favorite killer. I love Matthew Lillard's performance in that first movie is unbelievable, man. I love it so much. It is really good. I totally understand why people want to bring him back. And I'm sorry I keep talking about Stu, but that's just my honest answer. He's probably my favorite. Jill's probably my second favorite, though. Hot take. She's really moved up on my list a lot. Jill is one of the most interesting killers to me. Just her whole backstory, her motive, it's very fascinating to me. The more I watch Scream 4, the more I really like Jill as a character. I don't like Jill as a character. She's a very evil and awful human being, but I'm fascinated by her whole that's the wrong word. Her mental state, I guess. How fucked up it is, the way she thinks about things. It's fucked up. I'm fascinated by it. Her as a character is very interesting to me. So if I could have somebody come back for a new movie, it would probably be Jill because that was the original plan to have her come back for another movie. So I think there was a lot of potential with Jill as a killer. So I would bring back the Jiller killer personally. If it were me, if I could like erase the ending of Scream 4 and then she just gets wheeled off in the into the emergency, the ambulance, the emergency vehicle is what I was gonna say. Jeez, these beanies must be kind of pressing down on my brain, making it hard to formulate words. Mark is saying, I bet my girlfriend $100 that Stu will somehow be in 6. Put them dollars where my mouth is. I hope you're not $100 short come March 10th, man. That's all I can say. All the power to you. Good luck. I love it, man. Jill is the supreme. Nice. We stand Jill. Jill was right. Jill was right, gang. No, man. Suck My Toes 123 is saying, do you think there's a possibility Kirby could be the killer, and do you think she'd be more likely the killer than be killed off? It's a lot of killing. It's a lot of killing, but that's really interesting. So I've had this question a few times if Kirby could be the killer. I'm not against it. I'm not necessarily against it because once again, she's gonna be a different character this time around than how we saw her back in Scream 4. Many years have passed. She has a totally different job. She's grown up. She's no longer a teenager in high school anymore. So she's gonna be a very different person. Like, I doubt that anybody who is 30, or not, she wouldn't be like 30. She would probably be like 28, close to 30, I'd imagine. You're not the same person you were in high school. Nobody is. Like, literally nobody is. So I imagine she's going to be a very different character while still having that charm of Kirby. She's still going to be a horror geek, I'd imagine. They're still going to play into that. Her and Mindy are going to fight, Like, that's going to be a whole thing. About horror movies, I mean, specifically. But will she be the killer? Is she going to be that far off? I don't know, man. I mean, that's tough, man, because I don't think it's completely out. Like, I don't think it's like one of those things where it's like completely out of the question. We were talking earlier about how the OG characters, do the OG characters, do we classify Kirby in that group, like with the 3, because she's coming back for another movie? I said no, because we don't really know too much about Kirby. We know how she was in Scream 4. With like Gail's character, for instance, we've seen her character grow through 5 movies going on 6 now here in March. There's so much more to her character than there is with Kirby. So I don't really know her that well to answer that question. And I feel like once again, we're going to get a bunch of monkey wrenches thrown into the character arc of Kirby with this new movie. It's really going to change things up. So I don't know, man. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Here's my thing about this. I could probably answer this question if I got halfway through Scream 6, then I could give you an answer. But as of right now, I'm not 100% sure. I need a full trailer. Like, honestly, 100%, I need a full trailer. And if I need some lines with Kirby, then I could give you a little bit more of an idea, depending on how they're playing Kirby this time around. But I'm not against it. I don't think it's like the craziest, worst idea in the world. I think it could work, depending on how they do it. But it all comes back to how has Kirby changed and been affected by the past 10 plus years since we saw her in Scream 4. That's what it all comes down to in my mind, and I'm not against it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not against it. Ethan is saying the Limp Bizkit scene with the cigarette was so funny. Were you smoking a real one? So yes, but I specifically don't smoke cigarettes for that one scene. Yes, it was a real cigarette, but I didn't even smoke it. Like, as you probably remember, I just kind of cough. So, not a smoker, not for me. What else do we got? What else do we got here? You know, we probably could have gotten fake cigarettes, but I wanted you to see like you can't even really see a puff of smoke. I'm sorry. Now I'm on that scene. I wanted you to see like a puff of smoke come out, and I wanted to cough, but we didn't really get that in that take. But it's funny, you know, it lands, but could have done it better. We'll do it better next time. Austin is saying Jill may have been the smartest, but Mickey was the most capable. He screwed Sydney up in a way no one else could. He got to her head. I have always loved Mickey. I think conceptually Mickey is the most interesting killer. So I will give you that, Austin. I feel like the execution isn't necessarily there, though. Nothing against Timothy Olyphant. I just feel like he doesn't have enough screen time for me to like be like, oh yeah, Mickey's like the fucking best. I think that's why I like Jill so much, is because she's on screen. You're essentially rooting for her. It's kind of the same argument if you were to make Sam the killer in this new movie. It's like, you've been following Sam for the longest time. You're rooting for her. When she's stabbing Richie, you're like, yes, let's go. Get fucked, Richie. You know, you're rooting for her. That's kind of how I feel about Jill, and it's such a betrayal when she gets revealed. Like, it's one of the worst in the best possible ways. It's one of the worst reveals in the franchise in the best possible way, because it's so fucking nasty. It's like, dude, really? Like, Sidney Prescott's one of her fucking relatives? Like, that's insane, dude. Jill, like, F you, Jill. You know? You're just like, that is such a dirty, mean-spirited reveal, and I love it. Like, it's great. Ugh. I think that's why I've always preferred Jill. I just wish Mickey had more time to shine in too. So I wish we had more to go off of with Mickey. And yeah, that's why I like him so much, is because like he was just a random serial killer that fucking Debbie Salt picked out, and like that is so interesting to me. I'm like, what? Oh my god. I would have loved a lot more focus on him. But honestly, you know, putting my whole Mrs. Loomis thing aside, whatever about Mrs. Loomis, like that's just a personal preference about how I feel about her performance. Whatever. I can live with that. My biggest thing about Scream 2, though, is that the whole middle part of the movie tries to convince you with every might of its being that it's Cotton Weary, and I'm not buying it for a second. Like, I'm not buying that it's the guy who got falsely accused during the events of like before the first movie. I'm just not buying it. You know, if it was another character, maybe, but I'm not buying that it's Cotton Weary, man. So I wish they would have focused a little more on Mickey, especially. I think that would have been a lot more interesting. So. And, you know, don't make him a red herring, make someone else a red herring, but just not Cotton Weary. I don't know. I've never necessarily understood that decision, I guess, but I guess that's just me. Locked is saying, imagine an opening where we see Kirby being helped off the ground, then at the hospital, then as the false info about Jill being a hero spreads, we get a montage about how false info spreads. That's actually really cool. I kind of dig that. I love the idea of seeing Kirby's whole path during that whole sequence through 4. Like, she was at the hospital, like, she totally was. Are we going to see that in this new movie? There was a lot of sets where we couldn't necessarily tell what they were, and I'm trying to see if I have any of those pictures loaded up. I don't think I have them readily available, but the Mel Studios sets, there was a lot of pictures that came out where we're like, what are they filming on? Like, what could this be? Could it have been a fake hospital set or something? I mean, I think that's not out of the realm of possibilities at all. I think that would actually be really cool personally. So I'm not against that. I'm not, once again, not against flashbacks in this movie, especially because of how much we got to talk about with Kirby's backstory, what happened during the events of Scream 4. I hope we get that. I don't typically really like when horror movies over-explain things, but in this case, I'm really interested. Like, I'm really curious to know what happened to Kirby during the events, like where we left off with her, essentially. Like, after Charlie stabs her, what happens next? Like, what I kind of want to know. I'm dying to know here, so hopefully we get that. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, dude. Jay Bird is saying, Jake, do you think Scream 7 will be the final movie, or do you think they'll relaunch the franchise again a few years later with new directors? Dude, here's my thing. They can keep this franchise going forever. Honestly, Jamie Kennedy did a whole video on this, and I agree with pretty much every word he said. It's not like a Friday the 13th. It's not a Halloween, like Halloween Ends. I think a lot of people really appreciate it because they did something so wildly different. And I get that. I understand. You guys know how I feel about that movie, though. But they're kind of boxed in to do something with Michael, or you're going to get the response that Halloween Ends had, which was mostly negative. I know a lot of people really liked it, and that's fantastic. If you liked it, awesome. All the power to you. But the big response to it was pretty negative, and that's because you're expecting Michael Myers to come out and kill people. With Scream, you're not expecting a certain person to be a killer every single time, and that's part of the fun. You can keep doing these movies forever, in my opinion. Like, Scream could go on forever if they do it the right way. If they keep making these movies, though, that connect to the past every single time, they're shooting themselves in the foot. Like, they got to do movies that are just new stories about a new person who's donning the Ghostface robe every single time. And that you can keep the franchise going forever as long as you have another good murder mystery. I mean, like, fucking Agatha Christie wrote, I don't even know how many books. I'm not an Agatha Christie expert, but I know she has a lot of books, and most of them are probably murder mysteries, if I had to guess. So, man, keep it coming. Keep it coming with the old Ghostface. Zoe is here, too. What's up, Zoe? How's it going, man? Thanks for being a channel member, too, Zoe. I didn't even know you were a channel member. So I'm just so happy right now. I just keep touching my chest for some reason. Zoe's saying Scream 2 was ahead of its time by having Mrs. Loomis and Mickey meet on some serial killer chat room. They were doing Richie and Amber before Richie and Amber. Bam! I love it. Oh, man. No, I dig that, man. That's actually really funny. And I'm really coming around to Scream 2. The more I watch it, the more I like it. I don't know, man. Mrs. Loomis is so over the top. It makes me want to laugh instead of be like kind of chilled out. Like when I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but during the ending of the original Scream, when Billy and Stu are stabbing each other, I know a lot of people think it's, Matthew Lillard's being a little comical and a little silly. That's fucking terrifying to me, man. Like these people are crazy. They are stabbing each other in the gut so that it can look like they got attacked by somebody. That's terrifying. I don't feel that in the ending of Scream 2, which is really unfortunate because I think they had an opportunity there to do something really malicious, maybe even more terrifying with Mickey's character, and they focused on Billy's mom instead. I don't know, man. It's to me, it's a missed opportunity, but I still love it. I think Scream 2 is still a lot of fun, but I see so much. I see so much potential in that film to be even greater. You know what I mean? Like, I see so much potential in specifically the sequel to be even better than the first one. And in my opinion, it's not. A lot of people really like it, though. And I think that's awesome. Like I said, I'm coming around to it, too. I think it has the best opening in the entire franchise. Hot take. The opening scene of 2 is like a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't change a thing. It's so well done. It's perfectly paced. I don't know. It's terrifying, too. It's, in my opinion, the scariest part of the movie. But great stuff, dude. AJ Wood Games is saying Halloween Ends was sus. I didn't realize this was a Halloween Ends comment. Yeah, I've talked it to death. Yeah. You guys know how I feel about that. I have a Halloween video going up this week, though. I do want to talk a little bit about it. Not Halloween Ends, but just something about Halloween. I'm going to talk about a little more into the future of this week at some point. I don't know when I'm doing it because I think I'm doing a Megan video tomorrow, so I might do maybe Wednesday. I don't know. Ooh, batting the mic around. What is going on there? Ooh, I gotta tighten this bad boy. That's not good. We don't like a loose mic. Not around here. The stabbing scene was hilarious. I love that they were going to make it look like they were the sole survivors. Yes, inherently is funny. The more I watch it, though, the more I'm terrified by it. Like, the more it creeps me out a little bit. It's upsetting. Like, it's actually really upsetting. I mean, like, Matthew Lillard saying, like, I'm feeling kind of woozy, man. That's hilarious, of course. My parents are gonna be so mad at me. Like, that's hilarious. So I can't argue with that. But it is inherently a little terrifying, though. Ooh. It messed me up when I was a little younger, too. Ooh, gross stuff. You have the same opinion as Zach Cherry about Billy's mother. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Last time I watched one of Zach's videos, I remember he said something really positive about Scream, too. Like, I'm sure he likes all the movies. But interesting. I didn't know that. He put out a really funny tweet earlier, something I didn't notice about the poster too. I got to give him the credit for this because I saw that on his tweet. But if you look at the Scream 2 subway path, they credit it as Debbie Loomis, which is kind of a mixture of both of her names, like Nancy Loomis and Debbie Salt. So that's technically wrong, which I think is kind of funny. He pointed that out on Twitter, and I think that's really interesting. I'm like, what? That's so weird. I totally missed that the first time because, like, that's the same in my mind. You say Debbie, I'm thinking about Mrs. Loomis. If you say Nancy, I'm thinking about Mrs. Loomis. You know what I mean? So that's really funny. Debbie Loomis. Interesting that they got that wrong. That's just so funny to me. Funny stuff. Cole is saying we'll probably get a full trailer in February. Actually, probably. I could see it happening this month though. I think we'll get it probably soon. So probably soon. Now would be a good time to release it actually with Megan coming out this week and all that. What else is coming out? Like Knock at the Cabin, I guess, in February. They're not going to release it for Infinity Pool. Nobody is seeing that movie, unfortunately. But while I have 100 people here, though, go see Infinity Pool in late January. Seriously, if you're like, man, I don't know what to see. Like, I'm seeing Megan this month, but nothing else is really coming out. Go see Infinity Pool at the end of this month. Go see it. Go support Brandon Cronenberg. He's an amazing filmmaker. I'm so excited to see this new movie. It's got Mia Goth in it too. Did you like Pearl? Well, guess what? Pearl's in this new movie. So there you go. You want some more Mia Goth action? Bam! Mia Goth, Brandon Cronenberg, Alexander Skarsgård, all doing a movie. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be one of my favorites of the year. So go check out Infinity Pool in January. Seriously. Ooh. Because nobody's going to see it. And that makes me so sad. Oh, I hope a bunch of people see it. And because I don't know. Brandon Cronenberg, so underrated, dude. So underrated. John is saying my prediction, they drop the Scream 6 trailer on Friday the 13th next week. That's a good point. That's not out of the question there, especially with us. There's going to be some obvious Friday the 13th references here. We've already seen one in the teaser trailer. Yeah, so I'm feeling that. That actually would be a really good day to do it. What else do we got here? Brandon is saying, why didn't they do the V thing with the Scream 5, making it red to look like Roman numerals while marketing it as Scream? That would have been cool. Now they choose to do that for 6. Lame. So, Brandon, I'm okay with it because that's a whole joke in the movie. And I think if they didn't make that a big focal point of the commentary in Scream 5, then I'd agree with you. But they have that whole joke about what Chelsea Rebecca from Dead Meat even says it. I'm trying to think of how she words it, but she's like, it's stab, not stab. Or no, it's stab 8, not stab. Just call it what it is or whatever. I can't remember the exact line, but I think that's pretty funny to me in a way. Like the title itself is meta by doing less essentially. So that's why I'm okay with it. And that's why I'm fine with them calling this one Scream 6, because that was kind of the point of the last one, is they're making fun of requels. So we're going to title it like how they would a requel. Halloween 2018, perfect example. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it was just called Texas Chainsaw Massacre from last year. Another requel. So that's why I'm okay with it personally. I get why it bothers people though. I do. Because now when you're looking at it, it's Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, Scream 6. So I get it. Crazy stuff. Bill is throwing $5 in there too. Thank you so much, Bill. Look, got a little Vikings, little Vikings emblem there. I dig it. Oh, you get the Michael Myers beanie, my friend. Is saying, if a horror fighting game came out with 100+ different horror killers, would you ever play it? Absolutely. Oh my God, that's incredible. I love that. Mortal Kombat with Jason Voorhees or some shit. I'm totally down. It could be as big as Dead by Daylight or bigger. Oh, dude, for sure. That would be huge. I play a lot of Smash Bros with like when one of my buddies come over or whatever. I would love if they did just like, I wish another fighting game in the style of like Mortal Kombat was popular. Because like I like Smash Bros and like I'm sure, what's the Nickelodeon one? I've played that a few times too. There's like a Nickelodeon brawl game or whatever. That one's cool too. You get to play as like SpongeBob characters and like old school Nick characters, Ren and Stimpy, which I love so much. I wish they would do something like that but not in that style though. I wish they would do something like in the style of Mortal Kombat, but with like fucking Jason and Michael and all that. That would be so fun. I know there was like DLC characters for Mortal Kombat at one point that did that, but dude, I totally agree with that, Bill. I'm there for that. I would fund that game on Kickstarter if that was a thing. 100%, Bill. I love it, dude. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. And since we're talking, do I have a Michael clip? I don't think I have a Michael clip. Oh, I don't have any Halloween clips, do I? Dang. Well, you know what I do have? Maybe you're hungry for a snack, Bill. And Chester Cheetos got your back.
Now I hear you're hungry for a snack, and Chester Cheetos got your back.
Okay. How'd you get into my house?
Ooh, gross. I don't want any of those Cheetos. I'm good. I am all good. All good on that, dude. Yuck. What else do we got here? So a few people talking about Megan. Yes, Max. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I'm gonna, so just so you guys know, I'll be talking about Megan all day on Friday pretty much. I'll have a review for it in the morning, and then I'm doing a little stream that night, so make sure to check it out. It's gonna be fun. Very excited to talk about all that. So hopefully I can get an early screening. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Would love to see it early, but I have tickets for it Thursday though too, so I'm like, do I want to see it twice? You know, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to see this. I don't know if I want to see it twice. Maybe it's really good. You know, I don't know. I'm going into it very open-minded. I have my doubts, but listen, man, it's James Wan. It's Akela Cooper. Almost the same formula as Malignant. We don't have James Wan directing, which is unfortunate, but I really like what Akela Cooper did with Malignant. So I think this one should be good. I don't know. I'm really hoping for it. Did you guys see that clip today for Megan? Oh my God, dude, it was brutal, man. So two things happened today for Megan, and we'll get back to Scream in a second, but I think this is just really interesting. So I think a producer, somebody, I can't remember who it was, somebody came out and said like, oh, you know, we cut down the film, we cut out a lot of the gore and the blood to make this thing PG-13. There wasn't much to cut out anyways. I was like, okay, well, that doesn't really bode well. That's kind of not great. Mark, we're going to talk about what you just said in a second here. But like, I'm like, man, that would be so cool. Like this little doll running around killing people viciously, blood and guts and all that. That'd be awesome. They probably did the PG-13 thing though to relate to like get a younger audience there who is probably a little more interested in this film. That makes sense. You know, I get it. So I get why they did it, but I'm just like, I'm kind of less excited about the movie now. But then they release a clip today about the movie too, and it's kind of brutal. It's a little cheesy. I'll say that, but it's pretty brutal, man. I mean, Megan just rips this kid's ear off, and it's like fucked up, dude. It's ugh. I don't know. It really affected me personally. I was really upset by it. You guys should check it out. Like honestly, if you're on the fence about Megan, check out that clip because that's pretty fucking brutal even for a PG-13 movie. I'm actually kind of excited for it. So I had my doubts about it, but I'm going into it with an open mind. Once again, I love the people who are attached to this film, so it should be good. Allison Williams is in it too. I think that's her name, right? From Get Out is in it. So. This was my biggest concern about it too. And once again, we're getting back to Scream after this, but just wanted one more point about Megan and then we'll talk some more Scream. Megan is basically just Child's Play 2019 again, but without the cool gore, which is like my favorite element to that movie. I don't know, man. So that's my thing. It's basically just Child's Play 2019 again. Like it's literally the same setup pretty much. But now, yeah, there's not gonna be any blood or guts like how that movie had. Like, say what you want about Child's Play 2019, I'm not the biggest fan of it personally, but the gore and the kills stand out. Like, fucking awesome, incredible, loved it. Wouldn't change a thing with that element to it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm keeping an open mind, but that's what I'm seeing. So that's how I'm feeling it so far. But once again, keeping an open mind. Hopefully I have a positive review for you guys on Friday. So I'm excited to talk about it though. It's going to be fun to dissect this one. It's an interesting flick. January movies are very like rolling the dice too. Like you might roll high, you might roll low. You know, you never know. And I think that makes this time of year very fun for movies. Very fun, very fun, very fun. Very good stuff. Opinions about Child's Play 2019. I like it. It's okay. it's all right. Like I'm not a big fan of it. Like, well, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I like the kills. I really like the kills. And what's his face in the kid who is in the lead role? I can't remember his name. He did a good job. Aubrey Plaza was great. The cop was great. Once again, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's in a bunch of stuff too. I can't believe he's in Bullet Train, that guy. I can't remember his name, but he's awesome. Great actor. Oh fuck, it's coming to me. I can't remember. Okay, never mind. Bill is throwing $5 in the chat again. Bill, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Saying as a fighting game fan, most fighting games are rated T. The closest thing I can think of is Killer Instinct. Jake Senpai, do you enjoy anime? Do I enjoy anime? I don't know if you saw this this hat that I'm wearing here. But yes, I am a casual weeb. I still got to finish Attack on Titan, but I do like me a good anime here and there. What am I? So I'm watching Hunter x Hunter right now. Just casually, like on and off. If I'm like just really tired, I put it on. I don't know. I don't really like to binge anime. I like to like just do like 3 episodes and I'd move on to something else. But so like some of my buddies, they'll binge like entire seasons of One Piece and all that, and I'm like, I don't know how you can do that. Like that's crazy to me. So I do like 1 or 2 episodes, like 2-3 episodes more like, and then I'll move on and I'll casually watch something for a little while. Attack on Titan's the only thing that I've watched like so consistently where I'm like, this is so good. Like I feel like anime is one of those things where you hear about it and you're like, oh, anime? Like, oh God, why does anybody like that? And then you watch a really good one and you're just like, oh, this is what this is all about? Okay. I love Death Note is incredible. Like if you need a starting place, you're like, where do I start? Like what's something really good? Watch Death Note. Like if you don't like Death Note, you won't like anime. I think is the best. That's probably like the best starting place to kind of figure out if you would like it or not. If you don't like Death Note, you won't like anime. Like I think that's probably my best advice. I've watched a little bit of Cowboy Bebop too. I really like Cowboy Bebop. If you guys have watched my other channel, Movie Smoothie, I end every single video by saying what do I say? How do I say it again? It's like, I'll see you in the next one, Space Cowboy. Totally ripped that from there. There you go. Or Steve Miller, depending on where your frame of reference is. Depending on your frame of reference, sure, Steve Miller, yeah. There you go. Bill, thank you so much for the $5, man. Do I have another hat to put on? So let's see if I can find a little something. I'll get the Ghostface hat going. I got a little Ghostface hat back here. Ooh. Oh, there we go. The hats from Red Right Hand. The Red Right Hand Hannibal Lecter hats. There it is. I don't need my headphones. Why would I need that? Screw it. There you go. Extron is asking a very interesting question here. What are you expecting from the Friday the 13th prequel TV series? Do you think it will be good? It'll be good as long as they don't, pull a Halloween Ends on us and Jason just doesn't show up. They got some, there's some stuff that, I'm scared with the Friday the 13th series, but it could be good. Once again, if it's one of those things where it's just focused on the Pamela Voorhees for some reason, I'm probably not going to be a big fan of it. But if it's good, if it's like just inherently a really good watch, I'm going to like it, whatever it is. But I just hope that they have Jason in it. I can't believe that's even something I'm worried about, but if Jason's not in it, if little boy Jason's not in it running around killing people or something, or, hopefully it's a guy with a mask. I don't know. We'll have to see. But my other thing about that too is we had a lot of people worried that, Jason's not going to be in it. It's going to focus on Pamela. But then they literally one of the producers or whatever has come out and said like, oh no, don't worry guys. We can use everything. You're going to be seeing a lot of Friday the 13th fun in this movie. It's going to be great. in the series, I mean. So I don't think they would say that if Jason wasn't going to be in the show, you know? So, or what if they make it about Roy Burns? Oh, fuck, man. Dude, I don't even know. I'll lose my mind. I'll lose my mind if they make it about Roy Burns. That would be so funny. Like, that's hilarious. Oh my God. Please no. Please, Lord. Malik is saying, what if Cotton also had a kid or niece, nephew that's bitter because he was falsely accused and was taken away from the family and that's their motive? Ooh. So a Cotton weary gone killer. Okay. I think my thing about Cotton is like, he's a weird guy, you know what I mean? Specifically the character of Cotton Weary, but he's not a killer though. He's not like crazy. He's just very fame obsessed. He's very obsessed with trying to make certain things happen with his life, and he's going to do anything to get there. So like, yeah, he's crazy in that way, but he's not a killer. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not buying it in Scream 2, which is why I feel like they waste a little bit of time on that. And then, you know, Derek's fucking singing in the lunchroom and all that. They could be spending more time with Mickey and making him kind of creepy and all that, but they don't. But him having a son or a nephew, niece, whatever, I'm not necessarily against that either. I was kind of talking about earlier how, like, what if Stu had a daughter or something? That happens in this new movie. It's it's goofy. Yes, they've already done it with Billy, but I don't think it's one of those things where I'm like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Like, I think that's all of that is plausible to do something like that. It could work. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I gotta see it. Execution is everything, but I think we have Billy's daughter, and I'm fine with that. It's kind of where I'm at mentally with the children characters of past characters. I really want them to detach from the past movies. I kind of want them to just do their own thing with 6. I don't think it needs to go back to the past. I really don't, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but Omar is throwing $2 in there though, and I really appreciate that, Omar. Thank you for the support. Saying, imagine if A24 gets the Halloween rights next. Halloween ends again. No, actually, A24 doing Halloween, I'm not against that at all. I think they would do it right, and that's why I have faith in this new Friday series. Like, I know they're gonna do it right. Like, I don't think they're gonna pull a Halloween Ends on us. I really don't. They're not gonna just make it all about something else when it's like we're here to see Jason killing people. Like, that's what I want from a new Friday anything. If it's a series, if it's a movie, if it's a comic book, I want to see Jason killing people. That's some of the most fun for it. That's the fun I get out of it. I love that angle to it. So if A24 was to do Halloween 2, I would have total faith in them again. Like, this is one of those studios that I'm rarely disappointed by. Like, just there's a hand, like 5, there's like, I think I can think of 5 movies from their entire catalog, which is a lot of movies, where I honestly just wasn't a big fan of them. But a lot of their movies, even their dramas, are really good too. Like, I'm trying to think, like, off the top of my head, I can't remember specific names, but like the Florida Project is really good. It's a little sad, but it's good. I'm trying to think of there was one that won like a shit ton of Oscars. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it, but A24 movies kick ass, dude. So and horror, in the realm of horror, they never disappoint. I mean, like, there's like one A24 horror movie I really just dislike, but that's about it. The rest of them all have something fun to offer. You know, there are some that are better than others, but yeah, I don't know. I really like it. So we'll just have to see. What's the plot of Infinity Pool? So it's very cryptic from the trailer, but there is a trailer out, like little 2-minute trailer for it. Basically, like, Alexander Skarsgård is like, he's this like really rich billionaire. He's on vacation, and I think he hits somebody with his car or something, and he has to face the death penalty, but he kind of pays his way out of it, and it's really like mysterious how it all happens. Mia Goth is some kind of antagonist in the movie too, which I know Pearl fans will love. It's like I said, the trailer is very cryptic about everything that's going on, but because it's a Cronenberg doing it, Brandon Cronenberg, we'll probably see some body horror, is my guess. So it's probably going to be gross and full of a bunch of nasty stuff that the Cronenbergs like to put in their movies that I personally love. So I think you guys are going to dig it. Like, Alexander Skarsgård and fucking Mia Goth. There's other people in it too, like other really big names. I just, off the top of my head, those are the 2 people I'm the most familiar with. So check it out, dude. And if you're like, well, Jake, I still don't really have an idea of what this movie is going to be about, check out Possessor from 2020. I highly, highly, highly recommend that movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies, if not my favorite from the year 2020. So check out Possessor. It's a kick-ass movie. It is so just so crazy thought-provoking and so gross and so messed up. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times and I still have questions about the movie, and I kind of love that. I kind of love movies that keep you guessing, that keep you're always pulling from different things. It's a very interesting movie. So I don't know. Check it out though. Check it out. Jaden's saying, would you like Rowan Campbell, Corey Cunningham, and Mia Goth Pearl to be killers in Scream 7? Dude, Mia Goth 100% should be in a Scream movie. That would be incredible. I'm very down for that. Rowan Campbell fits the aesthetic, I think, of Scream too. I'm not against that. I haven't seen it. Like, my only frame of reference with it from him is a movie I'm not super big on, so I would love to see more of what he's done. I couldn't tell you anything off the top of my head, but I would love to see Rowan Campbell in more movies. He definitely has some really good acting chops. Like, nothing negative towards him, so I would like to see more from him at some point. So sure, yeah. But Mia Goth for sure. Like, dude, Mia Goth's performance in Pearl is I think easily the best performance of last year. Hot take. Like, I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, I think, is like the best movie from 2022, but that's my favorite performance, Mia Goth and Pearl. So that's really tough, man. I think that would be awesome if she was in there though. Oh, she would be a great killer. So how are we? Okay, one more thing I'm talking about Scream, and then you boys, I gotta take care of something. Unfortunately, I gotta cut the stream a little short. But how are we feeling about Samara Weaving? This is something I want to talk about before I kind of log off. How are we feeling about Samara Weaving? Like, are we still just like, yeah, she's totally the killer? Is this like something that's really obvious? Are we feeling that this is still an obvious thing about her character? Or are we feeling a little more like, maybe not? Maybe, some time has passed, some dust has settled. Are we thinking somebody else is the killer now opposed to her? Would it be too obvious? I'm curious about what some of you guys think about that, because I know we've talked about that in the past, but now, it's been some time since we've really focused on that subject. I'm curious what you guys think about it. It's kind of my closing thoughts on that. Curious what you guys think about that. Bill has thrown another $5 in there too. Bill, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. You're like the MVP tonight, dude. Thank you. Saying Jenna Ortega's future as a Scream queen is as bright as the sun. I couldn't agree more. She's a great actress, not just because she's, oh my God, but also Skarsgård is good too. Oh yeah, Bill Skarsgård or Alexander Skarsgård is great. All of the Skarsgårds are fantastic. Yes. Dude, Jenna Ortega has a very bright future in front of her. Everything she did last year, I was very impressed with. She's an incredible Wednesday Addams. X is phenomenal. Her little role in that is so interesting. I love that. I love, her role as Tara too is really good. I'm excited to see more of her in this new movie. We definitely didn't get enough of her to really know Tara in the last movie, so I'm excited to learn more about her here. So one of my favorite scenes in Scream 5 though is the hospital scene with her and Sam. I think the drama there is really well done. It's really sad to see those sisters fight like that. So I don't know. I'm excited to see more of the dramatic element to her in the future. So Bill, thank you so much for the $5, man. I got to find another hat for the last 15 minutes or so. So here we go. We got a squid hat. Let's do the squids. Yes. Did you guys see my dogs? You guys see my dogs when I walked over there? There we go. Squid hat is on, baby. Let's go. Oh man. All right, so how are we feeling about I gave you guys some time to talk about Samara Weaving. Keki is saying Weaving is 100% one of the killers. That's that's where I'm at, man. I'm like, if they don't make her the killer, I almost feel like it's a missed opportunity. Is it obvious? Sure, yeah, but so was Jack Quaid, and he still gave a great performance at the end, So I don't know. I'm not necessarily against it. I don't know what Samara's character will be. Yeah, we don't know much about her character. I think someone was saying that viewer Anon was talking about her at some point. So, do you know something we don't? Honestly, I don't. I wish I knew. I wish I knew a little more, but I wish I knew character. I wish I just knew like vague character descriptions of everybody. But really, all we have is rumors, So it's all from third-party sources. I trust viewer Anon, but it's one of those things where it's not technically confirmed yet. So. I'm just curious. Requiem is saying 50-50 she's the killer or not. Ooh, 50-50. Flip a coin, baby. Noah's saying she's the opening kill. Okay. I'm with you there, Noah. I could see that happening. I think she's either the opening kill or one of the killers. That's where I'm at. That's my 50-50. Both sides to my Harvey Dent coin is that. I can see her as an up-and-coming reporter who wants Gale's spot and maybe even willing to get that spot by force. That kind of works with the conspiracy theory angle, too. If she's the one conspiring up these theories. I like that. I like that, Malik. That's pretty sick. Stu's sister Leslie could be behind a Ghostface cult. She could try to manipulate. Yeah, Alex, a few people have had this theory. This is interesting. She could try to manipulate Sam by acting maternal, acting like the mother Sam never had. Ooh, I really like that last angle there. Have someone getting close to Sam, but it's really the killer. That's a great. Alex, I love that. That is actually a fantastic idea. It would be kind of similar to Debbie Salt too, who's like trying to get closer to Gale, trying to ask her a bunch of questions, and the truth is she's trying to kill all these people, trying to get her revenge, her sweet, sweet cold revenge. I really like that. Now, what Extron's saying about Viewer Anon is he's saying that Samara Weaving's character will be a filmmaker in Scream 6 for a theater class. Ooh, interesting. What if Samara is hosting the Wrongly Accused musical and then maybe dies? So she could kind of already be an antagonist. You know what I mean? Like maybe Sam's just really not. Sam wouldn't be a fan of that. It's like, really? Like going off of something else that Viewer Anon said. I said it, Jake, about Viewer Anon. You're right, Extron. You're right. That was you. Going off of something else that he said, though, the Wrongly Accused musical, which we saw in the... Let's pull this up so that in case people hadn't seen this yet. So we got this little poster all the way back at Christmas time. And if you see in the bottom right corner there, it says Wrongly Accused the musical. What is going on with that? What is this going to be some plot point in the new movie? So Viewer Anon had said that maybe like that Sam's character was getting wrongly accused. A bunch of people were believing that maybe she was the killer in the last one and got away with it. And I'm sure that's going to be kind of a commentary on like her mental state and how people view mental health and all that, and how it's not necessarily in a very good place in the public eye. So I could see them playing off of that. That would actually be really cool. And maybe Samara Weaving's character is hosting this. She's kind of like an antagonist through the whole movie, and a red herring as well too. Could she be the killer? Also, is she trying to pit all the blame on Sam? Like, it's like, well, everyone already thinks it, so I'm going to kill all these people because of some other part of her character we don't know about yet, and then pit all of it on Sam. I mean, like, that's not really anything super new for a Scream film, but it's different enough where I think I would dig it personally. So if that's what they end up doing, I'm actually fine with that. I actually think that would be good. That would be kind of sick. So who's going to be the bloodline of the Orths family? That's a pull, my guy. That is a pull to... that's a pull right there. Every side character is going to have some relative in new movies. Like we don't need to do that, man. Why not start new characters and start? I don't know. Listen, I love me a good requel. Don't get me wrong, but I'm so excited for the time when we just decide to say fuck it and write a bunch of new characters into these already existing franchises. I don't know, man. I'm ready. I am ready for it personally. I'm ready for them to just say fuck it. You don't need to make a remake. You can do like little one-shot stories, like very similar to Prey from last year. Like Prey, I think, is conceptually one of the most interesting continuations we've gotten. Whether you love it or hate it, I love the concept of it. Like I just love the idea of saying, okay, they did all that other stuff in the other movies. I'm going to tell my story now. So that's how we're going to get the best movies, in my opinion. I don't know. I do like a good requel. Don't get me wrong. Love it. I love Scream 5. I think it was a really good movie. Halloween 2018, kick-ass movie. But man, I'm excited for the future of horror continuations where we just do little one-shot stories that are based in these universes. Like a whole bunch of new characters get attacked by a Ghostface killer in a brand new city. Like we could do that. We could very easily do that in a new movie at some point. So I'm not necessarily against that. And, I love Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox and David Arquette. All of them are amazing. And I love their story, especially in 5. I really love what they did with David Arquette. And, I don't love that they killed him. I'm a little sad about that. But I love what they did with Gale and Dewey's storyline about how tragic, it really is tragic. And I think it's very well written. But I don't know, man. I think that we could in the future, when we're done with these characters, we're probably going to do a 7 with Radio Silence, which I'm really excited for. But I'm excited to see the Scream franchise eventually do like little one-shot stories like that. I would just love one movie like that, and I think that's what I'm really, really aching for in 6 more than anything. More than anything, man. Plot twist. It's Richie's mother or father or brother or second cousin. Ugh. Come on, man. Come on. Wild. Your boy Malik is saying, I would love to see a Where Are They Now with the Becker family and all the families Ghostface has ruined over the years. I actually don't hate that. Now that's interesting to me because we're seeing the effects of all this awful shit that we're sometimes you're not processing it that way in a Scream film. Sometimes you're watching a Scream film, you're typically having fun watching these movies. They're very silly films. They're very enjoyable. You love hanging out with these characters. That's a big draw for some people. But another thing that I'm so fascinated with, which we tried to talk about a little bit in Red Right Hand, wasn't like the whole focus of the movie, but with Devil Ghostface and all that, he's talking about how like nobody really cares about the real life events. Everyone's so fascinated with the stab films, but no one cares about the real deaths that affect real people. No one cares. It just keeps happening, and no one thinks to think about that. And I think our killer was kind of whoever it is. If you haven't seen Red Right Hand, our killer was very fascinated with that as well, and what kind of I think mentally they wanted to punish people, whoever they are. So, but also have fun and just be chaotic, watch the world burn. So, yes, good stuff. All right, your boy's gonna sign off, I think. But one last comment from Denisha, because Denisha, I have not pulled up one of your comments on the stream tonight. Denisha is saying Jake Craven was talking about Gail, who made a book in the first Scream movie called Wrongly Accused. Samara Weaving could be doing a musical play at the beginning of the film. She was wearing Gail's clothes. Ooh, that is a good point. Could be doing a musical adaptation of the book, like the event. So that would be the events of the before the first movie, right? That's the Cotton Weary stuff. Is the Wrongly Accused book? Yeah. So that's actually a really good point. That's something I haven't even thought about that yet. So that would be cool. I actually really like that a lot, Tanisha, and that also makes sense as to why she's wearing this right here, which is essentially like the same color outfit as what Gail was wearing in the first movie. So there you go. I dig that a lot. Okay, now I got one more question. This is interesting. Brandon is saying, why cut out anything from the Red Right Hand? It was 74 minutes long. Why not have it be longer? I'll tell you what right now, Brandon, if we had $10,000 opposed to $5,000, it would have been a full 90 minutes. I can tell you that right now. A lot of the stuff we had to cut was 100% because of like just it all came down to we couldn't execute this properly because we didn't have enough money, so we ended up just not doing it. We did cut a lot of stuff from it. Ultimately, it was going to be 90 minutes. I'll tell you that. Like it was going to be more fleshed out. I think I talked about there was going to be a whole cop plot line and all that we just ended up having to cut because we just simply couldn't do it with that low of a budget. But we totally, if I would have had double the budget, it would have been 90 minutes. We would have been able to do it, but we didn't have the money. But for the next project, though, I can promise you we will have a decent budget and we will be making something pretty badass because we're already working on it and it's coming out really well. I'm very proud of it. So yes, Brandon, absolutely. The next one will be a lot better. We'll have a bigger budget, so it won't, because like every review I've watched people talking about it, they're like, this was cool, but it was like I wish they could have done more with it. And I'm like, we do too. We wish we could have done more with it too, but we've never made a movie before. We barely had enough money to even make that thing. We didn't have enough money to make that thing. I'll tell you that right now. It's kind of miraculous we got that thing done with the very low budget we had. So in the future though, I absolutely want to do some crazier projects, and we're next time is gonna be a lot more professional. Okay, I'm gonna stay for a little bit because y'all are throwing super chats out there and y'all are throwing some good comments out there too. So damn, now I just want to keep talking about this shit, but fuck that thing I had to do. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. Bill is throwing $5 more in there, saying, imagine a studio head seeing your movie and offers you $1 million towards a sequel. Also, hopefully we get more original horror movies like Terrifier. That's the only way I would do a sequel to Red Right Hand if someone gave me $1 million to do it. That's the only way. The only way I would do that. I know a lot of people would love a sequel, but I mean we were hurting making that movie. There's another phrase I would like to use, but YouTube wouldn't really like that. So we were hurting making that movie. It was really tough to do that in a 10-month span. It nearly killed me. I'm gonna be totally honest. That was the toughest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. So the next project, we're going to be taking our time a little more. So you guys probably won't see anything totally wild anytime soon, but at some point Yes, we will be. We are working on a bunch of stuff. Actually, okay, I can share this. This is the one thing I can share. We do have something coming out soon, but so I can't really talk about it though. So like I can't really talk about it, but we are working on something that you probably will see rather soon. But the thing that me and Matt are working on, like our first original feature, that it's going to be a while, but we are working on something you probably will see soon. We're going to do something this year too, which I don't want to talk too much about. We're going to do a little something, just a little tiny short at some point. We have some ideas cooking, so we have some things coming. I'm excited to announce all of it at some point in the future, but as of right now, it's all just talk. It's all just smoke and mirrors for now. But Bill, thank you so much for the $5, dude. I really appreciate it. And yes to more original horror films. Yes. Oh my God. Hell yes. All about that. And Extron was saying, I thought of that theory since the beginning because Gail has a book called Wrongly Accused. I totally forgot about that until y'all brought it up. I was like, oh yeah. Oh, that's a great point. And with Gale being such a big focus of this movie too, it makes sense for them to do something like that, to have a antagonist character specifically targeted at like either Sam or Gale is maybe like, oh, I needed some money, so let these kids do a little musical adaptation of my book. You know what? Yeah, of course, that's not out of Gale's ballpark at all. So I like that a lot. I just realized the Mindy in that picture is dressed like Shaggy. Studio. What? Studio noticing the stew rumors maybe. Oh shit, wait, for real? Oh my, yeah, dude, she is. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. The green? Yeah, man. Oh, dude. I'm totally down for a lot of I'm totally down for a bunch of like little Stu references in this, which I feel like at this point is gonna happen. There's gonna be some Stu references. There's gonna be something concerning Stu is definitely going to be centered around this movie. That I am 100% on board with, but I don't think it's the fact that Stu is alive. But I am feeling that there's gonna be a presence. Now I don't know if it's gonna be a living presence, but something. John Smith, once again, thank you so much. Great fan film, top to bottom. I appreciate that. Thank you. Brandon saying, just subbed today, and I'm really liking the content. Keep it up, man. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome to the club. Welcome to our club. Little SpongeBob reference for you. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it to the horror talk. I'm sorry. That was a little cringe. Little cringe. I'd love to see Jake in a Scream movie, maybe as a character, like a cameo, like Dead Meat. I would kill for that, Hayden. Oh, that'd be awesome. Fingers crossed. One day. Jake, I just yeah, you said that. I got to you already about that. Are you going to start using Kickstarter again soon to help? Not anytime soon, but at some point we will be launching another campaign for the next movie. We're going to try to crowdfund a little bit, but we have some people who are like interested, hopefully in helping us getting it funded. How about a Red Right Hand 2 set in a mansion like Black Christmas? I do have a horror movie idea that would be set in one big mansion, and that's like the only location, but that's probably something for the future. But we just watched Black Christmas on New Year's Day. We had a bunch of people over. We did like a little Christmas with friends and all that because everyone was busy. And we watched Black Christmas and Christmas Bloody Christmas. Great double feature, by the way. Man, both those movies were so much fun. I really liked Christmas Bloody Christmas. That movie was a lot of fun, man. I don't know. I think that most people probably didn't really like it, and I get it. Some of the characters. The character banter goes on a little too long, but I really like Joe Bagos. Like, I love his movies so much. Almost Human is a fucking banger. I haven't seen VFW yet, but I hear that's great. The guy's done a lot of really good movies. And listen, Christmas Bloody Christmas, I enjoyed it. I had a blast with it. It's ridiculous as all fuck, but I had a great time. Stu York, I love it, Vale. Love it. That is very funny. Oh yeah, Hayden is working on an RRH spinoff. The main character is Jamie's second or third cousin. Hell yeah, man. Go for it, man. I dig it. Damn, Scream 6 felt like it arrived super freaking fast. Dude, we're almost there, Logan. Like, we're like almost 2 months away. It's crazy. I feel like just yesterday it got announced. It's insane, dude. It's insane. I'm super excited, Logan. I cannot wait, dude. Oh. And Bill, thank you for the $2 again. Once again, just the MVP of this stream. I love it. Thank you so much, Bill. Really appreciate it, man. You got 1 million sub energy. You deserve more subs. Well, thank you. Thank you, man. Hopefully one day, Bill. Hopefully one day. Thanks for the support, dude. Yeah, so one other thing I'd like to say before I start signing off here is I just started so I have 2 other channels that I'm working on right now. I have Golgotha, which is brand new, just started it. Gonna put some content up there probably next week. It's a gaming channel. I'm finally doing that. I've been wanting to do it for a very long time. I've talked about it here and there, and I'm saying, fuck it, we're doing it. We're starting it next week. So I'm going to start playing like a bunch of horror games on there. I'll be like, so I know the Dead Space remake comes out at the end of this month. I'll be playing that over there. Dead Island 2. I'm going to play Resident Evil 4 remake at some point whenever that comes out this year. I got a lot of plans for that page. So make sure to subscribe to that. It's all on my little channels tab here. I'm also doing content on Rick and Morty over on Movie Smoothie. So if that interests you, go subscribe there. If not, don't worry about it. Don't subscribe if you're not going to be interested in the content. Like seriously, it's not going to hurt my feelings. But if you're interested though, if you want to support me over there, go subscribe. So if you're into that, but if Rick and Morty is not your thing, that's all good. It's not for everybody. So, but check that out too if you guys want to see some more content from old Jake. I got a crazy schedule going on right now to run 3 channels, and I am working 12-hour days, five days a week. But hey, I'm chilling, man. I'm having fun. So. Few more responses than Jake's got to go, but Ty Henderson is saying Scream 6 ending, they should end it with a Ghostface call with the voice changer back, and it's either Sydney's family or the Meeks twins' mother's fate, but cults of Ghostfaces are at both home ready to strike. I do like the cult. I have said this a few times. I think the cult of Ghostface is a very interesting idea. I just really hope that I hope they do it well if they do it in a future film. I think it's it really intrigues me. I really dig that. So hope they do it at some point, Ty. I love that. I will be playing Dead by Daylight over there. So yes, Jaden, I do play that, and I will play it over there at some point. That actually might be my first stream so Tuesday the 10th, I'm probably going to do a stream over there. It'll probably be that. It'll probably be Dead by Daylight. That's where I'm at right now. Maybe Justin Roiland's new game, because I'm really excited. I really want to play High on Life too. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm on the fence. I think I got to start with horror though, right? I mean, like that's the whole thing. Fatty Fool 23 is saying, when do you think we'll get a Scream? I got you, fam. We're getting it on March 10th though, for real. March 10th. Let's go. Oh, and Denisha, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Denisha. Yeah, that's the little link for Golgotha where I'll be streaming. And Logan, to answer your question, I won't be streaming on Movie Smoothie. I was thinking about it, but I think I'm just gonna keep that to little update videos on like animated stuff that I like. So I actually probably will be covering more than just Rick and Morty over there at some point. But I will be live streaming on Golgotha and this page pretty much exclusively. So those are gonna be my 2 pages. My 2 big main pages. But Movie Smoothie I'll do little update videos on, which I think is very fun. So if you're into that kind of thing, go check it out. I haven't played Last of Us 2. I'm very excited for the HBO series though. Silas Murray, at some point I do want to do a video on that. I don't know when. I kind of have this whole week planned out for videos, but at some point this month I'd love to talk about it because I'm really pumped for that. Yes. So at some point I do want to talk about that at some point. Okay, everybody, I'm your boy's gonna peace out. Very excited. All the love to you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Holy, we had like 100 people concurrently this whole stream too, which is insane. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate you guys. All the love, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.